time and rock a rhyme. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around, to rock around. That's right, on time is tricky. How is it, D? It's tricky, tricky, tricky. It's tricky to rock around, That's right, on time is tricky. Tricky, tricky, tricky. In New York, the people talking try to make us rhyme. They really hawk, but we just walk because we have no time. And in the city, it's a pity because we just can't hide. Tinted windows don't mean nothing, they know who's inside. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. How is it, D? Tricky, 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 tricky. It's tricky to rock around, that's right, on time is tricky. Tricky, 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 huh? When I wake up, people take up mostly all of my time. I'm not singing, phone keep ringing, cause I make up a rhyme. I'm not bragging, people nagging, cause they think I'm a star. Always tearing what I'm wearing, I think they're going too far. Oh, girl and Carol follows Daryl every gig we play. Then she dissed her and dismissed her, now she's shocking Jay. I ain't lying, girls be crying, cause I'm on TV. They even bother my poor father, cause he's down with me. It's tricky to rock around, We don't use assume on your own. And let's it.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. They'll set up to throw. From the left side, it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Raiders are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Slot man moves right. 2nd and 4. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 24-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First carry of the game for Zamir White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. That's a strong safety making a strong, hard tackle.
And we know his coach. Doesn't smile a whole lot, does he? How about that grin right there, ear to ear after that play?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they do it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found a perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. Tyree Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be second down. The Chiefs at 6-5 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Mahomes now to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
This is part of why this guy's got multiple MVPs on the mantle. We're used to seeing him make the impossible throws. But here Mahomes knows he's got nothing. So wisely just gets rid of it.
Play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And I think there on the left hash mark, he's just aiming down the middle and hoping to hit it true. But this ball started right and start working away from him, and it's going to wind up wide of the mark.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's the thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down. A gain of 14.
Going back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed a field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Attack, attack!
Now here's Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And they're using that in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Yellow.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. To about the 26 here. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4, and it was a Chiefs who got the road victory there, so now looking to claim the season series at home in KC. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Rice. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Rashee Rice with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space. It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try to pick it up himself. And avoids the contact by sliding. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. And for the throw here, that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half.
Chiefs 14.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play and move on.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
Yellow, 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 yellow.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Now he's going to step up and run. Boy, a dangerous throw there. Fortunately for him, it'll wind up incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
Dante Thornton,
31 yards.
and the Raiders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I got it. Let's go, blue, lady. Yellow, yellow. Watch it.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Hey, 15. Watch it.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down Raider sack.
Max Crosby.
And there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
This is going the other way. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Boy, at this point, I don't know what's going on down there. You got guys running one way on the pick six, now running the other way to return the blocked extra point.
It's almost like that guy went this way, but the other guy went that way. And guess what? Both of them scored points.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, 79 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the third quarter.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
19, Sergeant, 19, Sergeant.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. He's got it with the 15. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. From 17 yards out. And the Raiders get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Not everyone can understand where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively, didn't they? Total group effort. Although the guy toting the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
And he goes out right around the 39. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going
to the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Hey, Ripley.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 19. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And Mahomes sees something. He'll change the play.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce from 19 yards away.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So down a couple scores, only one timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Working downfield, he's got Thornton.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Raiders first down.
Now a handoff running for the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
56 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you talk to your defensive teammates.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Ready? 70 Lions.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. But after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. One final try for Mahomes. And the Raiders have got him. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win.
And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Raiders, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Tell 'em my doubts, I'm hard to please. We don't care. Some folks